All right, welcome to a special episode of the Standing on Sports podcast. We got a guest in the building. This is Matt. Matt, introduce yourself. Like, what sports you like? What are your teams? Like, tell us a little about you.
So I'm Matt. I'm a junior here. I'm a junior here in South Carolina with David and Sean.
Yeah.
And then my main sport I follow now is football. But I also am a pretty big baseball fan. I've recently this past summer gotten pretty into F1 as well. So those are my three main things. And my teams. I'm a huge Yankees fan for baseball.
Boo.
Yeah, diehard since day one.
That's crazy.
Grew up in Long Island. Huge Yankees fan my entire life. And then I am unfortunately a Giants fan. So yeah,
Would you call yourself a Giants fan?
Yes, I'm a Giants fan.
Giants fan. Okay.
I might be a bigger than Giants fan.
How you feel about Daniel Jones?
Oh man, don't even get me started.
Right,
That contract was so bad. I don't know. The contract was terrible. Preseason gave me hope, then it was all ripped away by how bad we played. 40-0 against the Cowboys. I knew the season was over that day. So, but it's a new year. I've gone back to just like my rule of never having hope in sports teams that I'm a fan of.
Fair
so
enough.
That's my general rule. So,
No, I feel that too. Lately, I have a lot.
We're all rooting for pretty trash teams here.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Sean doesn't even have a team because you have commitment issues.
he follows
I
wherever
do.
wherever the
I
UNC quarterbacks
follow
go.
where UNC quarterbacks go. Right now, let's go Seahawks.
Wait, what? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Sam Howell's.
Yeah,
that was
I actually forgot about
yeah,
that.
Sam
Yeah.
Howell will be starting
Yes, sir.
in week 8.
There's
sure.
no way. That's
you should
okay,
bet on that.
if that gets there, we can talk
I'm
about
going to go in Terragino's AC.
if that
I'm
is
gonna go in
wild.
Oh, you wild. Hey, but with that being said, we can hop into
Mock
the mock
Draft
drafts.
2.0.
Mock Draft 2.0. We're just gonna like compare our picks. Hopefully, I have them on the screen somewhere. All three of them. I don't know how they're gonna fit, but we'll see what happens.
We make a lot of things fit.
Yeah. All right. Anyways,
Okay.
First pick. I mean, the Bears, number one. I think I haven't looked at y'all's yet, but I imagine y'all have.
general
Yeah, no, I think
consensus.
this is chalk.
Yeah,
This is so chalk. Like this
Yeah.
is just.
It is chocolate.
No,
Caleb Williams, pick one.
Caleb Williams is definitely the number one.
Dude, your picks aren't even like going through. That's
Yeah,
strange.
My bad. I'll present them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll present.
You'll present,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Little PowerPoint night.
So we don't need to spend much time talking about. We can just move on. Pick two.
Yeah,
So
he generational talent. He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's going to be a monster with that. I
yeah,
don't know.
and that's the thing too. Like I think
Dude.
he's going in like the best situation, one of the best
Yeah.
situations ever.
Yeah.
For like
Keenan Allen and DJ Moore. And then if you
And then
pick up like
they're
a
going
wide
to get
receiver.
Rome or an offensive tackle at 9. Like
Yeah.
and it's just going to which spoiler for my draft, but like know.
Shut up. Yeah.
Dude, this isn't how we run things.
That's on me.
here.
That's on me.
no. I agree with you though. Like he's set up for success. I think
as long as coaching.
yeah, coaching's honestly
Like,
the biggest question mark.
I think Eberflus is not a good coach. I really hope they don't ruin Caleb Williams. But
Yeah, I think if they don't do well this year, his job's definitely on the line this year,
Mhm.
100%.
Dude,
Um,
they run Justin Fields.
Hopefully,
But
yeah.
they freed my boy. He's with Mike Tomlinson now, so we're good.
Hey, there you go.
Tomlin? Try Tomlin.
Sure, that too.
I'm
don't
so
care about the
confused.
Steelers.
He said Mike Tomlinson.
Oh.
I swear it was like. Wait, no,
Ladainian?
that's a.
Tomlinson's the running back, buddy. Ladainian Tomlinson.
No, I was thinking of like a music artist.
What?
All right, anyway.
whatever,
let's go to
whatever.
Pick 2.
Pick 2.
Pick two. I have Jaden Daniels to the Commanders. What are y'all the same thing?
I got JD.
I have Drake May, right? I think.
Do you?
Oh, actually, okay.
So my mock, for the
Interesting.
most part, we'll get to the one thing that's not. At some point, my mock is what I would do. And I think right now Drake is just a little more consistent. I think if I said what's gonna happen, I think Jaden Daniels is gonna go too.
I did it like, yeah, I
But
did
you
it like
think-
what I think will happen.
I like Drake. I don't know. Like I said, I think you did a what will happen. I did a what I think should happen. Like what I would do. And I don't know how did you do yours.
Maybe like a mix of both.
Mix of both? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think mine's. I don't know.
Well, I
think-
guess mine's a mix of both once we get to the whole latter half.
That's
Like,
true. Yeah.
There's some crazy things
no,
going on.
Because I honestly like I think Caleb Williams obviously is number one. But then with Jaden Daniels and Drake May, they're both like two very different
They can
prospects, and that like
flip-flop,
I
yeah.
think Jaden Daniels has like more tape of like what he can do, but I think that the potential and the ceiling of Drake May is much higher because like we haven't necessarily seen like what he can do in college. Because I mean, LSU, we've seen crazy prospects come out of there. Joe Burrow, great wide receivers. UNC, no offense, Sean, they're not known for their football program where it's
Yeah.
like you don't know what they're gonna do. So I think low-key, I think Drake May is a riskier, but I think it's high risk, high reward. And I think the Commanders might be tired of taking risk, and they might just want like Jane Daniels, proven Heisman.
The only issue I had with Jaden Daniels, like I think they're both great quarterbacks. They'll be great. I just don't know how dual threat quarterbacks will work in the league. You know,
Wait, what?
I
Jay
think
Daniels is a dual threat
Yeah,
quarterback.
yeah, but like, what do you mean work in the league?
dual threat gives such,
Because like this isn't college anymore. You're not going against like
But I mean, there's like Lamar and like.
dual threat gives such
Yeah,
a
but
high
if-
floor. It's such a high floor for a quarterback when you're a dual threat.
Yeah,
quarterback is the
yeah.
thing.
yeah, but dude, the Commanders allowed Sam Howell to get sacked 50
Well, they also have like a completely different. Like I think Cliff Kingsbury. That's another thing too that goes in my decision with this. I think Cliff Kingsbury. I mean, he was the offensive coordinator or the coach when Kyler Murray was there. Like I think he likes his like scrambling kind of guys. He works with those guys. So I think they'll make it work. I also think it's gonna
yeah.
in the NFC East. I mean, there's already Jalen Hurts. Dak Prescott can scramble for the most part.
I'm not saying like they're like. I just think it's easier to be a pocket passer in the NFL. And
Well,
be
yeah,
successful.
but I do think like the best teams are the ones that like have the guy that can like
Do both.
run the ball. Yeah, exactly. Like because it's
Yeah.
like you never
Mahomes
know
is a pocket passer and a scrambler. And
I think the
What do you
only
mean?
Dude, scramble is a crazy word to use for him.
he runs faster than everyone else somehow. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's the fastest slow guy I've ever seen.
yeah,
Yeah,
He's
really.
the fastest slow
That's
guy.
why I'm at like
He
scrambling.
knows what
I
he's
don't know
doing.
if I call it.
I feel like
scrambling,
the best pocket passer you can think of right now, Joe Burrow maybe.
yeah,
But I mean he can also like that's the thing too. Like there's not guys like that just can't run anymore. I feel like.
well,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
can't- like,
I guess they're like
the defense in today's age, like every team has like at least one or two like get to the quarterback type of guys.
not sure.
That's like impossible to like fully not
Mm-hmm.
be like if Roethlisberger was still in the league right now, he'd probably die.
Mhm.
Yeah, honestly. So I think so. We all have a QB going number 2. Just like who would it be?
Yeah,
I think 3. I've glanced at. This is where we have some differences.
Mm-hmm.
So I have Drake May going to the Patriots. I think I've seen like reports that like I mean honestly no one knows. The reports are always like they never end up being
It's all
right. Or,
smoke.
yeah,
It's all
exactly.
smoke.
yeah.
But I've seen like they like Drake May. They're committed to him because I mean like who would be their QB if not Bailey Zappi? I mean he started in the league, but like I think
No.
they would have moved in another direction.
well, it'd be
honestly.
wait, who they signed? They signed
Oh, they got Brissett back.
Brissett, Jacoby Brissett. Yeah.
not
like-
like it's like
He's like serviceable, but he's
Yeah.
not. You don't want him starting.
Yeah.
Like, you have to pay him at some point. Not much. But you have to
So
pay him.
do you have Jaden Daniels?
I got Jane Daniels.
Okay.
Okay. And then Crazy Man over here.
no.
well-
I have Drake May. I went with this.
You,
Oh,
you
okay,
decided to go
okay,
Drake
okay.
May. Okay. Okay.
I do think there is a possibility that the Vikings trade up to the free spot and get Drake May.
I
But
honestly,
you would have to sell the house.
I think
I
that's
mean,
what they.
that's minimum 3 first picks in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's what they want to do, but like,
I don't think it's gonna
well,
happen.
but it's
I
like,
don't
would the
think
Patriots
are
be
budging.
willing to
I
do
don't
that?
think
Because
they're
like,
gonna budge.
like you said, they'd have to give up their 2 first-round picks this year and definitely their first-round pick next year.
yeah,
and,
or
like-
at least like we're at
But also, like,
first, second.
it's just so risky as well
Mhm.
for Drake May. Like, I mean, like,
But
because
if you get Drake May with Hawkinson, Justin Jefferson, and whoever
That-
else, like that is a squad.
that's
You
why
can't tell
I
me
think
no.
they are going to trade up at some point to get a QB.
And they're gonna get,
Like-
no,
they're gonna get your boy.
God, I
Your
hate that.
favorite.
Well, we'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting there, I don't know.
yeah.
I think we're in agreement. Quarterback at 3, right?
Yeah. No.
So-
100%.
What do you have it for that?
Oh, at 4.
There's no way the Cardinals are trading away.
Wait. So what? Yeah. Wait. What? Tell us.
So at 4, we've got the. I don't know. I didn't get too into the details of the trade, but I think the Vikings. It's either 4 or 5. I think the Vikings are gonna go up to 1 and 2.
okay.
I despise this. I think it's a terrible decision. This is the only thing where I went with what I would not do. Like, but I just because I think.
But
I've
do you
seen
think
so
it's
much
gonna?
about it.
Do you think it's gonna happen though?
Yes. Oh, I want. That's why I went. I think it's gonna happen. That's why
Okay,
I went with it.
okay.
'cause I
The
think it's
Cardinals
just so
trade
likely.
back.
I think the Cardinals or the Chargers. One of the 2 teams are gonna trade back.
Okay.
Whoever. Yeah. And so I think I had the 2 first round picks for the 1 first round pick. Vikings come up, take JJ McCarthy at 4. And I don't know. I think it's a terrible decision. I think JJ McCarthy is just very unproven. I'm not as
I
much of
agree
a
with that.
hater as Sean over here, but
Oh, I'm
But-
itching to talk about JJ.
but I think he's got more potential. He's got a lot of potential, but it's such an unsure pick. He's probably the most
No, I-
unsure quarterback. In the
I agree,
draft.
but it's honestly so smart of him to go into the draft now though, because like even like this is something we talked about before too. Like winning a national championship in any sport doesn't matter like the role you played. Like it brings your stock up so much.
Yeah.
Where like even if he is unproven, like for some reason he's gonna be a top pick. And the reason why I could see the Cardinals doing it just because of last year they traded back with like you could see their general manager like he knows to play the long game.
The Cardinals
Trading
have
back.
a lot of draft picks.
Exactly, and like this
next
would give
year.
them even more
Mhm.
because like they'd have to give up a lot to get up there.
Well,
But I do
They're on a full
but-
rebuild, basically.
exactly
Yeah,
no.
that's why you don't take just one
But
player. You want to get multiple picks for that.
the-
You don't just take Marv.
The only reason why I disagree is because like Marvin Harrison Jr.
Is
is
a
like a generational
generational
talent.
talent.
Like this draft is so stacked, and Marvin Harrison, like he could be the best wide receiver to come out in the next like several
I
drafts.
mean, he's the best. He's gonna be the best receiver since Jamar. Like
Yeah.
easily,
Jamar's
easily.
not even that crazy.
That's a topic for another
That-
day. That is
that-
a topic for another
that-
day.
yeah,
That's
that-
crazy.
That is a hot take. That is a very much hot take.
But yeah, so
No, so like I just think like you don't pass it with Marvin Harrison.
No,
I
I
just don't know
have
if
the
you-
Cardinals taking Marv.
I was
at
thinking
4.
Marv. Okay.
yeah.
All right. What
So-
about 5?
So 5 for me. This is where I have the Vikings trading up.
I
have
also
them.
have them
I have them
trading up.
giving up their 2 first-round draft picks, and then possibly if they need to, their draft pick next year. And I'm getting JJ McCarthy. And like you, I do not think this is a smart move, but also I think that the Vikings are kind of in a if they're gonna win at any point, like right now, like their offense is in such a great position, except for QB,
Mhm.
and that's why I think they take this leap and they take this chance because like if it does hit and JJ McCarthy is great, they make out like bandits.
Mhm.
But
They
I don't
make
think.
out.
But personally, I don't think they are. Like, because I just don't think JJ McCarthy's like that.
Yeah, no.
They're gonna have to run on the run
He's
game. Look,
not like that.
but like Aaron, but like they're gonna run the ball with JJ. I mean, they got Aaron
you look
Jones.
at those top 3 quarterbacks, and you're seeing 3 different dogs, each in their own game. You look at JJ McCarthy, and I'm seeing a little chihuahua.
Oh my god.
That's just barely chugging around, like
Do
an
you-
old one.
do
One
you
of
think
those
JJ
that's probably
McCarthy's-
like gray
Is
and
JJ
white.
McCarthy
and-
quarterback 4?
Do you think he's QB to you? Do you think he's QB4? Like, would you rather have Bo Nix or JJ McCarthy?
I think there's just a significant drop off.
That I agree with. I agree
Yes,
with that.
yes.
I will. JJ McCarthy's 4,
Okay.
but I think there's a significant.
because I mean, like he has his highlights and everything, but like I think the main thing is like we've been saying is like he's just unproven. Like he just doesn't have
He wasn't
the
asked
resume.
to do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When he was asked to do things, he did well.
He did.
It's
He wasn't asked to do things very often.
yeah.
and so there's that consistency.
I mean, they had
there.
like 17. They had like the record for the most players invited to the combine because their defense was insane, their offensive line and their running back, like they did. Like he didn't need to be great.
See, I won't con someone because they had a good team, only because what happened with like Joe Burrow, where it was like Joe Burrow was great, but and he had also like the greatest team like that's probably ever been assembled, like offense that's ever been assembled.
That's fair.
and
But
people conned him for it, and then he came in the league and proved it. I think
but
if
it
someone
was
doesn't have talent-
also
There's
like
just
he.
such
But he
a,
also
like-
he had the passing stats.
yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So it's like I was more behind that.
Mhm.
But because I always like seeing like a QB have like like Jaden Daniels, like no one was talking about him before this year, and then he went off and like now he's gonna be a QB in the league, and like honestly I think he's gonna be really good. I know what you mean though. Like it's a team game, but also it's like if you can play well, then like why couldn't you play?
But
well
I
later?
do. So I do have that trade up, right? But I don't have the Vikings trading both their first round picks.
Oh really?
What'd you do it for?
They traded, obviously the 11,
Okay.
but they traded away a package deal with picks next year.
So like their first round pick next year was
It
included.
was
First,
like
second?
second. I think it was second, third, fourth, or
They
second.
need to
third.
do
See,
first. I
no.
I know it got accepted on the simulator. I think it's gonna need to be minimum.
Look,
two firsts
I've
as
sat in the simulator and tried
See,
to get
I-
the
see,
Patriots
I-
to trade away, and it never worked. So if it allows me to do this, then there's
See, I don't think
possibility.
the Chargers, because like the Chargers in a way are like in a rebuild of themselves. I mean, they got rid of all their wide receivers. Like
they're
Like,
probably
it's like, I
the
don't
biggest
know.
rebuild.
I think they'd rather take a offensive lineman at 5 than only get one first round draft pick. Like you're only trading back because you know you're getting 2 more first round draft picks in such a deep class. Like this class is really good overall.
Yeah.
No, I believe they'll have to trade away too, but
It
The
needs
simulator, let me
I think
trade
it needs to
away
be two
one,
first
so.
round for 2 first rounders this year to get up to 4 or 5.
yeah.
And
So
also-
when we get to the 28th slot, I'll give my Vikings prediction and then Chargers.
Yeah.
All right, that works.
So I was with my 5 easy. Marvin Harrison, he's still on the board on my mock.
To the Chargers.
Yeah, to the Chargers.
That would
They-
be crazy.
They,
Justin
they need a
Herbert.
rec- they need,
Justin
they,
Herbert to Marv is crazy.
Mike
Wait.
Williams and Keenan Allen gone. They need a receiver.
Who?
That's like the easiest. I'm sprinting that pick in.
No, that's valid. That's valid. No, 100%. Yeah, if he falls to the Chargers are doing that.
Yeah.
What question? Who's the Chargers running back right now? Because
Eckler didn't resign. I don't think, did he?
Eckler's on the Commanders, right?
I think it's Spiller. don't think they have.
No. They signed Gus. They signed Gus Edwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Terrible.
They're definitely gonna draft a running back. I think I could see them getting traded. That's like second round.
They'll
which
probably
we
be the
don't have.
first one to get a running back.
I could see that.
Trey
I
Benson.
could see them or the Raiders getting a running back.
Don't the Raiders have a running back?
No, Josh Jacobs is gone.
Yeah, but
So they have like,
did they not pick one up?
I don't think so.
So it's just Samir White.
I think they have Zamir White, but he's decent.
Yeah, but he's not a starter. At least not yet.
It's not yet. Yeah. But we can transition to your team, the Giants. What do you think's gonna happen?
I mean, if Malik is here, I think we take Malik. I don't know. So I'm on this pick. I've got Malik or Rome. I'm super happy with both.
Yeah.
I think they take Malik.
But I think they take Malik.
Malik is
I
better
think Malik's
than
really
Rome.
good. Do you think there's a chance that the Giants trade down?
I would love a trade down. We're trash. We're trash. We don't have a quarterback.
Okay, well then who
for the
would trade?
future. But who trades a six?
Ooh.
They say, hey, I think we gotta do a live mock draft too. I think, and with like actual like talking about trades, like maybe like a 2-hour mock.
We
with
should
the
do
draft.
like draft week.
Like a draft week
I'd be
live
down.
mock.
We can get Jacob in here too.
Yeah, Jacob.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Dude, I didn't have this happening, but if were to happen, the Bills don't have a wide receiver.
Bills to
Trade-
6 is crazy.
Bills get Malik. You're telling me Malik Neighbors?
What do they give up?
Dang, that'd be
We need to say this because what do they give up to get up there? Like
They don't
No,
have a lot to offer.
This is what I was talking about. Like when I saw the thing about like the Falcons trading up to get Julio Jones like way longer. Like they gave up so much for him, but like obviously Julio ended up being a generational talent, so no one talks about it
Shout
anymore.
out.
Yeah.
Julio.
But I think shout out Julio. But I think that
He's watching.
the Cardinals could do the same. Not the Cardinals. The
Chargers, Bills.
the
God.
Bills could do the same thing because like you said, like they need a guy.
I'm just saying that would.
But also like
I'm not saying it will happen.
But also, like, I don't think it would happen just because this wide receiver class is really deep, and I think that there's going to be a really good guy.
I mean, once we
later.
get later, I have what I believe will.
Yeah,
happen.
yeah,
Like,
for sure.
But I'm just saying, keeping all options on the table. The Bills don't have a good wide receiver right now.
Mhm.
Malik Neighbors is a great wide receiver.
I think, I mean, like, also LSU is like a wide receiver factory. Like,
Yeah.
I think I think Neighbors is going to be really good.
Yeah.
It's going to be cool seeing Daniel Jones throw him in the rock. All right.
or Tommy DeVito. Ooh.
the only thing I'll add is if we for some reason either trade up or he falls to us when we draft JJ McCarthy, I'm going to be so mad.
That would be crazy.
I'm going to be so.
I
mad.
I would throw a parade.
I feel like JJ. I feel like JJ.
I'm popping champagne bottles in the club, man.
What is your problem?
You
with
pray on
the
my
Giants?
downfall, bro. I
Yes.
swear.
That'd be
You prayed on my
hilarious.
downfall.
That was actually wild. Though I believe Neighbors going to the Giants too. I think it's going to happen.
I think that's
And-
just text.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he gets there and they don't split that,
Yeah.
I think 7. We should probably all do the same thing, right, Joel?
Joel, yeah, I think the Titans are low-key like underrated. I think they're gonna be really.
No. They have no receivers. They have no running back.
They got
Henry's
Calvin
gone.
Ridley. They got DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, Calvin Ridley. You mean the guy who said like everything happened. I'm so sorry. I got a wife and kids to feed this year. I'm gonna come back different. And I believe that. And he let me down. He let a 22-year-old college kid down. Bro.
You're passionate. All right.
I
You know
had
what?
a lot riding on him.
I mean, no, I honestly don't think they're gonna be the
They
greatest.
fired
team.
Vrabel. That's the other thing with me.
I think-
Vrabel's gone. What are they doing?
Like I will say, I think they are gonna be like the worst team next year. Them are the Patriots, if I'm completely honest. So it's like,
Don't say that because that's where Drake made.
that's a good point. So, but like because of that, they could trade down. But no, I think they're gonna get Joe Wall. I think the best
I think
offensive
Joe
lineman
Wall's
still. He's
play,
best
yeah.
O lineman still on the board. Protect Will Levis if that ends up being your guy. But also like he's gonna be around for the future even if Will Levis isn't. I think we can quickly just go to the Falcons.
Yep.
Who do y'all have for the Falcons?
Sean, what do you got?
I got Dallas Turner.
I have the same.
So I went off here with just for me. I think it needs to be either an edge. I also have thought about this came to my head if maybe the Cardinals trading back up to 8 to jump the Bears for Rome Odunze, but like that was just a thought in my mock. That was just a thought. We don't it doesn't need to happen. That was just an idea. But here I have them taking Latu.
I think Latu.
Assuming and like this pick is
I think
assuming he's
Latu
cleared medically.
maybe.
Yeah.
Like take out the medical history. That's how I'm picking him here. Like say he has a clean medical history and he's good. Although his combine wasn't great, I've listened to a couple of things that said.
I don't really hold a lot with the combine.
But what I do care about a lot more is the GPS data. Apparently, by GPS data, he's like a 95th percentile athlete when he's on the field.
Yeah, no, I've seen like his ceiling is like insanely high because I remember like mock drafts for early mock drafts for this year had him like a top 5 pick.
Yeah.
But then like obviously the medical history and everything, which you can't like discount.
And he plays
But-
for.
But teams are either going to have him approved or not approved. It's like
Yeah.
either you can draft him or you can't, and it's like that's and
That's why
I think we'll know
also the-
early on, like if he's good to go. Because if he starts slipping, then that's when you know.
yeah,
he's not.
exactly.
That's why I also think though that like the Falcons might just play it safe because I do think Dallas Turner is a safer pick. But like if Latu turns out,
I even
I
one
mean-
name we're not talking about, but Jared Verse, edge from
Verse,
Florida
yeah.
State,
That's
he's a
true.
dog too.
Also,
I think those three are like
Mhm.
I wouldn't say interchangeable, but I don't think you could go
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
no, I agree. I think honestly, I think the Falcons next year are like
They're gonna be a
an
good
underrated
team
team because like,
They're
in our
gonna be a
original
good
mock drafts, like we had like possible wide receivers going there, possible, but like they've really like they've done a good job this year. Yeah, they've done a good job. Their offense, like honestly, like they're gonna be a fun team to
team.
watch.
Kirko
Oh,
Cousins,
Kirko
love that
Cousins.
dude.
Dude,
I
yeah,
love
no,
that
they're
guy.
gonna be a fun team to watch. I mean, as a Panthers fan, like that, it's sad that like NFC South
You're
is
gonna
like.
listen to them like twice next year.
You're so-
Again.
dude, you're so annoying because I can't hate on your team because you don't have a team.
yeah, that's so real.
Yeah,
I love NFL.
no, you don't.
That's my team.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, yeah, okay,
Alright.
buddy.
All right, let's
All
just,
right.
let's go to
I
nine.
think I'm assuming we all pick Rome here.
Yeah.
No, I didn't pick Rome.
What?
No, I mean like I
Wait,
think
you didn't? Wait, you're
Wait,
no.
wait, who'd you pick?
Who are you picking?
I picked Fashanu.
Okay, so
Big-
Fashanu the best pass blocker in the class. Like I
And like I think you protect Caleb because also like they got Keenan Allen, they got DJ Moore.
It's not even like real quick.
Huh.
2 veterans. You're telling me they don't draft Romo Duze and you get the chance to learn.
Well, I also
under
feel
them?
like Romo Dunze is like the same type build as Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen's gonna be gone in 2 years.
Well, no, I agree with that, but that's why they could draft a wide receiver later, and they need the offensive lineman now. I think you care about protecting your star guy. Like if Caleb Williams is who they say he is, and like he's the best guy, like you care about protecting him, and they have the 2 wide receivers. You know what I mean? Like
did they not fill it off? They did a little bit for offensive line this offseason.
they did a little bit, but like I think, like you said, the best pass blocking offensive lineman in the class, like he falls to 9. I see you taking him, but I do think it's going to be a tough decision between the 2 of them. But also because I also just think Romo Dunze on this team I have coming up would be really cool.
So you got the Panthers traded up into the first round?
Oh, that would have been amazing, but no, I gotta be a little realistic. But no, I think honestly though I think it's a good pick.
Yeah.
But I do think it's gonna be between Rome and
I
Fashanu.
like Rome. So like as we talked before on like our regular podcast episode, I love college football more than the NFL. So I'll watch the Washington games at 10 o'clock at night.
Mhm.
Like,
Mm.
and I love Washington's offense. And I think you have Romo Dize, you got McMillan, and you got Polk.
Yeah.
All 3 of them were very productive
Mhm.
in that system. And I think it's kind of like the LSU situation
Yeah,
where you have
Brian Thomas and Malik Neighbors.
and neighbors. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I believe all 3 of Washington's core wide receivers are good.
Mhm.
I think they'll make it in the league. I just can't see the Bears passing on them. Because one time they did draft Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah,
And
they
I
wanna mess that
feel
up
like
again.
they can't just.
That's why.
make
That's why, and like
mistakes.
that's why I also like. I think they gotta get Caleb. Like why they're
No,
like, why it's-
there's no.
It's like you're not
there's
messing
no-
that. You can't mess
yeah.
it up anymore. But no, I mean I think they're both gonna be good picks. Like whoever they pick of those 2, I think it's
Yeah.
a good decision.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like who they're gonna do.
Yeah.
10.
So 10. I got Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
I got Brock Bowers.
I think he's like
the Jets don't have a tight end.
and yeah and like I
That
think
is like
he's
no-
honestly like I feel like no one's talking about him, but he is so good. Like he's like I mean obviously because like I watch a lot of SEC football. Like
It just means more.
I do not like Georgia, but like he is so annoying to watch.
Would you say
but
he's
so
a
much fun.
dog?
He's a dog, like
Literally
straight
a
up.
bulldog.
Bulldog.
Yeah, he is. Like, he like that man does not go down. Like, he is super
He
good.
has a freak build. for a
Him with
tight
like Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson. I think the Jets are another team that's gonna be really fun to watch as well next year. If Aaron Rodgers
end.
like
Real
can
quick,
like,
I think Georgia's a tight end factory.
who's-
I think they're
I mean
becoming-
Darnell Washington.
Yeah. No,
But who-
Washington, they have Brock Bowers. They have Oscar Delp now.
Who's
And they-
that?
He's like,
next year.
yeah.
Oh, he's a okay.
Or he's on the team already, but he didn't play because obviously Brock
the new
Bowers.
Iowa or whatever.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
tight end
Yeah,
factory
I mean,
in Iowa.
Iowa being a tight end factory like amazes me. Anyway,
Interesting. Okay.
all right. So should we just go to 11?
I mean, I was,
Yeah.
well, I was just say, I originally like before they made moves in the offseason, I had them taking a tackle,
Yeah.
but then they got Morgan Moses and Tyron Smith. Which if Tyron Smith gets hurt, that's really bad for them
Mhm.
because they have like no one behind him. At least, I mean,
Well, the
Mhm.
mid pack of offensive tackles is very large, so they can
Yeah.
draft in the second round, or maybe trade up again to the first round. I mean, you only have Rodgers for like 1 or 2
Yeah,
years.
and I could still see them getting a tackle, but I think that's only if Brock Bowers is like still is like off the board by then. Because like
There's
I
just
don't I
no
don't
team
I
that's
don't
gonna
I don't
take
think
him.
you trade up to get a tight end, but I think Brock Bowers is good enough to be a player that you do trade up to get.
What if the Giants take Brock Bowers? Because
Right?
at
Like,
6,
or,
no.
or something we
We already
didn't.
have Darren Waller.
Something
no,
we-
he's retiring.
Wait, did I miss that? What was that?
Do you like not know that?
No.
you think you said the Raiders trading? Oh, the Giants.
Giants.
Wow.
Wait.
I don't know. I think.
I don't know if it's official or if it was just like.
I think that was an April Fool's thing.
Yeah, no,
Well-
I think that was talked about. I think it was something that he was like contemplating, but I don't know if he actually did.
Oh, he reveals ideal time. I thought he. I swear.
Dang,
it
you
said
just gave,
he-
you just gave
I
Matt
was-
a
I
heart
was-
attack.
Bro, you just scared me so bad. I was like, what? Because I did not remember that.
So what do you got at 11 then?
So at 11, I'm rocking with Dallas Turner. I was picking the edge that I didn't.
To
I
where?
And you have the
Oh, the Cardinals, yeah,
the
because I have the
Cardinals.
Cardinals there.
Okay.
Okay.
Because of the trade.
So-
I have the Chargers at 11,
Okay.
and they're getting Fashanu.
Okay.
Sean, yeah.
See, I have the Chargers there, but I have them getting Rome Dunze.
Because what, you did
Because-
pick Rome at
because-
9 and you picked Brock at 10.
Yeah.
Guys, I think, and I'm scared to say it, if Rome. Okay, I know how I had the whole spiel about I love Washington wide receivers, but I think if Rome goes to Chargers and they don't have like a veteran there, I think he might fall into the trap of becoming the next. What's the guy already on their team?
Quentin Johnson.
Yeah.
Well, I also think Rome's significantly better than
Rome
Quentin
is,
Johnson.
yeah, Quentin Johnson.
Well,
is
yeah,
a lot
but like
better.
I think there's an issue with wide receiver development there.
That's fair.
Well, I mean, they also have a whole new coaching staff though.
Yeah, led by freaking Jim Harbaugh.
You're not a Jim Harbaugh guy.
He just won a natty.
I hate Michigan.
All right.
I hate
feel like
Michigan
you
more
bring
than
your
I
feelings
hate-
way too much into these.
Yeah, that's so real.
But all right. So
My bad that I have a passion.
all right, whatever. All right. So
Maybe I will. leave this
12.
podcast.
That's crazy.
I think this middle point now is like where we're getting into like what's going to be
I think that
different.
12 through 20 is like the Wild West.
Yeah, no,
Like-
there is no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah,
until
no.
I think
I
there's a
agree
lot
with
of. I don't really have a lot of trades, but
So-
I think there will be.
I can see like a lot of like mini trades like within
Mhm.
it maybe. I don't see many people maybe trading up, but so 12 it's the Broncos. I got Bo Nix
At 12.
At 12,
at 12.
you're out of your mind.
Well, okay. My thinking with this because like I could see them doing something else, but like who's their quarterback right now?
You can get a second rounder that's as good as Bo Nix.
I mean, you can, but like
You could get
it's-
Ratty Daddy
In
Who is-
round
oh.
in the 3rd round.
in the
That's a-
third round.
I mean, you could, but like I think. Okay, y'all are low-key calling me out of this, but no, like low-key, like
Well,
Bo.
because it's a.
What? Okay,
crazy
okay,
pick.
but okay, I think Bo Nix, like Sean Payton, Bo Nix, low-key, like Drew Brees type vibe. I
It's a
could-
vibe.
It's a vibe, yeah, exactly. So like, I don't know,
Shout out to James.
I could low-key see because I was thinking Michael Penix. I think Michael Penix is better than Bo Nix, but
Not with Sean Payton.
exactly that's
Yeah,
why
Sean
that-
Payton would
that's-
never take.
That's why
one for
I
the
went
head.
with Bo Nix, who I think solves their QB problem for now. I think honestly, like, I think he's a good QB. I think he's a little underrated.
If you move Bo Nix, if you move that pick to like anywhere past 30, like they trade up anywhere
Mm-hmm.
past 30, I like the pick.
Fair enough.
Well,
Fair
you're not
enough.
gonna like what I have to say later on.
Wait, no, I don't know you haven't taken the whatever.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Fair
We'll
enough.
get there.
No,
Who
that,
did
that,
you have
that's
for
fair.
12?
Yeah, who do you have? for
12, Quinyon Mitchell.
All right, there we go.
Picking an absolutely disgusting corner across from Patrick
Yeah.
Shanahan.
If we
He
have
had
a
a-
guy
he had a really
mocked for
good
the
combine,
first
yeah.
round and he goes to the Toledo, you know he's a dog.
Yeah, like that man is.
If we're getting this man out of the freaking Mac Nation,
No.
you know he's a,
But like also like wait, but do they really need a corner that bad? They have Pat Surtain. Is it really only Pat Surtain though?
Yes.
it is only
It is
Patrick.
only Pat Surtain.
Their
Okay.
defense
I mean-
literally let the Dolphins score 70.
All right.
How do
That's,
you have Pat Surtain and you give up 70
all right,
points?
that's valid. But to be fair, okay. Yeah, okay. Maybe Bo Nix won't go there. But, gotta be a little different.
No, I'm not saying he won't go. At
He'll
this
go there in
point.
the second round.
Yeah, no, that
That's-
is true. That is a bit of a reach.
How much
What
skill
about
am I
you?
doing?
What about you, Sean?
I got
Okay,
Mitchell
okay.
as well.
All
All right, 13.
it's interesting. We'll go 13. The Raiders. I have Taron Arnold as my first corner off the board. I honestly think he is.
Arnold
I
at
think
13.
he's the better
Of the two.
of the two. I think because like you said, like Toledo, I feel like Alabama is like more competition. Like there's more raw things.
I'm just saying, like, if
But,
you're
like-
mocked for the first round, I'm gonna assume you're an animal.
No. Like I mean, I think they could go either
from
way.
Toledo,
Like I
it's
think
crazy.
I think
I
Terranova.
have them 1A, 1B. Like they're
Yeah,
they're
they're
in a tier
interchangeable.
on their own in my.
I
Okay.
will say the
No, it's
Raiders.
fine.
We talked about this on the podcast.
Mhm.
Their defense is really good. Like every defensive free
Dude.
agent wants to play for
They
them.
got Max
But
Crosby.
their offense
Christian
is
Wilkins.
abysmal.
Yeah.
So do they potentially trade back because you don't really need a
All
guy
the
wide
offensive
receiver
players.
now? There's no one there. I didn't have them trading. I have them getting.
Yeah.
Arnold,
I think
sure.
a trade back's a really good idea.
But do they
Actually,
trade
I'm
back
not-
with like not the? I don't know, like a team that needs it.
No, like yeah, they do a trade back and they get like
I'm like looking.
they can do a trade back with like
They're just in an awkward spot because there's no wide receiver that I would pick at the
that
15
high.
spot.
Like
Yeah.
they could trade back, maybe get a Brian Thomas later to develop under Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
That like that'd be
Mhm.
insane, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They could trade with like the.
That's if Devontae stays, but that's a topic for that's a topic
Yeah,
for
sure.
another
They
day.
trade.
There's like no one who would
Oh,
trade up to
mm.
13.
Who needs? Well, a lot of teams need a defensive back. The Eagles.
Maybe,
They'd make a lot of moves. I could see it.
but I feel like they never trade up. I feel like they always trade down.
Yeah.
I could
That's
be
fair,
wrong.
that's
Oh, I
fair.
guess no, they did trade up for a couple picks for Jalen Carter. I think.
They did. That was an insane trade last year. That was like that was a steal.
Wait, what happened?
When
They traded
Jalen
up a
Carter
couple
like
picks for
he
Jalen
got
Carter.
Jalen Carter at 9. When
Oh
he was
yeah.
expected to be like a top. It was just like everything controversial was going on with him at the time.
Yeah, because
Yeah, we know.
well, every
Um,
Georgia player is a menace to society. How hard is it?
So who
When
do
you
y'all
know you're gonna make millions and you're over here doing some crazy stuff,
True.
bruh.
who do y'all got 14 to the Saints?
I have this,
Oh, hey, you skipped my 13 pick. What the heck?
My bad. Who do you have? Who do
No,
you-
I got Olu Fashanu. I think they need to. Like I said, that defense is good.
who? Which
Olu
one?
Oh,
Fashanu.
Fashanu,
I
okay.
want pass blocking. Josh
The
Jacobs
Penn
is
State
gone.
one?
Yeah.
They all have the same name.
Yeah, the Penn State one. I feel
Okay.
like they need some kind of like pass blocking for like you do have Devontae Adams there, so
Mhm.
you're gonna have something.
Yeah.
That man could be a one man offense. Like,
True.
He's that good. So they just need to build around something.
What if
I could see that.
what
that's a
if
good pick
we
if he
see a
falls.
player like an AJ Brown type trade, a player pick trade on draft night, and the Raiders get a wide receiver from like an actual team already? I don't know,
I like
a
that.
T Higgins.
Like
I don't,
T.
I don't-
Higgins, Devontae?
I don't think you get T Higgins and Devontae though. I don't know.
I could
Oh,
see
no.
it. I think that's a possibility.
I think to win in the NFC or the AFC West, you have to be bold because the Chiefs are going to own that division for the next like 15 years, 20
Yeah.
years.
Yes.
You know, so low key anything could happen there.
As long as Mahomes is playing, they're gonna be the favorite. In the division.
Yeah. All right. So the Saints. I have Jared Verse going to the Saints. I think
Jared.
their pass rushers. He can develop under Cam Jordan as well.
I thought a lot about Verse here, but I didn't end up going with it.
Who'd you
Who'd
go
you
with?
go
I went with Fuaga. He has tackle and guard versatility. They
Mm.
need O-line. He's athletic specimen. He's a beast in the run game.
Because they still have Derek Carr.
Yeah, they still have Derek Carr.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
Not a car guy
The
over
check down merchant.
here.
Hey, Alvin Kamara in fantasy goes crazy.
Dude. Anyway, I have the same pick. As
Fuaga,
you.
yeah.
Oh,
I
really?
think.
Okay.
Well, I would love to see Derek Carr throw the ball more than 5 yards. So
Mhm.
if we get like the tackle here, maybe
Yeah.
he'll have some more time in the pocket. Maybe we can throw it longer. down
True,
the field.
true. Because they got Chris Olave. Michael Thomas is a free agent, right?
Yeah, I don't think they're bringing him back
Still not picked up.
because they have a A.T. Perry.
Mhm.
For Wake Forest.
A.T. Perry's
true.
a really good.
I like him.
He was
Number
an underrated
two.
fantasy guy. Loki, he had some games.
Mhm.
I think if he's wide receiver 2 for the Saints, he could be like a late
Yeah.
draft or fantasy pick.
Mhm.
True, true. Who's their backup QB right now?
The Saints.
Winston?
No, I think he's on the Browns now.
Oh wait.
Yeah, he's on the
Okay.
Browns.
I don't. It's
Oh.
probably.
I don't think they have like a known
Taysom
backup.
Hill.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, honestly, probably.
Yeah.
Taysom Hill and probably they might. I think they draft Radler, in like
Rattler
the
like
first round.
Okay.
The Saints. Rather taking the Saints. Makes sense.
I can see that, I can
Saints
see
and Rattler
that.
makes sense.
All right. So moving on, Colts. I this is where I had them getting Quinyon Mitchell.
I got Terry Arnold here.
Okay.
You have who?
Terry Arnold.
The Bama,
Bama
cornerback.
quarterback.
We're talking about.
Oh,
What about
I have
you?
them getting an edge rusher.
Who?
Latu.
Do they need?
Yeah, they need all the defense.
I don't know who their pass rushers are right now.
Their defense is abysmal.
They have a really good slot guy, but they have no they have an outside corner as a maybe, but
Mhm.
like he's not. I don't know. He's a cornerback 2 at best,
Yeah.
and so I think Terry Arnold gives you a guy who can play press man, just eliminate a receiver every down.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's super flexible.
I
think-
feel like if you get Latu, like, and he is healthy, like,
No, that'd be
can't pass
that'd be a
up.
steal for him.
And
for
and
them.
like he's a good player. The Colts have a good offense. Their defense is just not the best.
I think the AFC South's gonna be a fun division over the next
It's
few
gonna be.
years.
I think
like C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson,
the
Trevor
Texans
Lawrence.
are going to win it, but I think the Colts will make the playoffs next year.
With Anthony Richardson. Yeah.
I mean, he only has
AR
3 weeks.
15 back.
I mean, he was the favorite to win Offensive Rookie of the Year before his injury.
Yeah.
I mean, that was only 3 weeks, but like he was playing really well.
Yeah.
They got Josh Downs. They have.
I've seen mock drafts of them getting a wide
Pittman.
receiver, but like
They don't need. I see that. And like,
They
I
got
don't-
Michael
they-
Pittman. They got Josh Downs.
They have What's that? What's the white guy? He's also a slot.
Oh,
He was a year before
begins
Downs.
with A.
Oh, the tall guy, Alec Pierce.
Yeah, it's A.
Yeah, Pierce.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then they have a couple tight ends.
yeah. They
Very
got they got a few guys.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right. You're right.
So I don't see a wide receiver here.
No, yeah, I think they're.
And there's also
I think,
just no wide receiver.
I think
that I would
defense
pick at
is
15.
more necessary for them right now.
Now, would the Colts trade back if they want a wide receiver? Would you trade back to a team that needs like a?
I mean, a team that wants Latu or Terran
What?
Arnold.
Mm.
Eagles up to 15 could be interesting to get a cornerback if Terran
Or
Arnold's-
the Buccaneers up to 15 to get Latu.
I think they can get. Wait, so
I got the Buccaneers getting someone else later on. I think's promising. But
you definitely haven't taken a shot.
what do y'all have for the Seahawks?
I don't have the Seahawks here.
Oh,
I think this is the mid-pack trade. I was looking at what the Seahawks need, and I was looking like, do you reach or do you drop back and get another pick later on? And I think you drop back. And
who do you have trading up
the Dolphins.
for? What?
Futanu? Is that how you say it? The offensive tackle.
Fatano, yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Troy Fatano, yeah.
Because the Dolphins need an offensive tackle, but so do like the Jags and the Bank. Like, there's a lot of teams from 21 to 16 that need an offensive tackle.
So funny enough, I actually have the Seahawks sticking and picking Fatano
Mm.
because of the two reasons. This one's from Daniel Jeremiah. So he has tackle versatility. So if one of the tackles gets hurt, he can switch out. But Daniel Jeremiah says that he would play guard for a year, and I don't know. Daniel Jeremiah knows what he's talking about when it
Yeah,
comes
he
to this
does.
kind of stuff.
DJ.
He had this pick, and so I trust that. And then also, Washington OC now at the Seahawks. I think there's a pretty good chance he wants to follow his offensive coordinator, and it's like his offensive coordinator is going to know him, like what he's got. His offensive coordinator is going to want his guy.
That's fair.
That's fair.
So that's why I'm sticking.
I don't know. I don't know. The Seahawks are a very interesting team to me. It's like I don't think they need really like skill position players.
No, I agree with
So
that.
it's like, do you
I feel like for them,
do you
it's like
just try to stack?
I think it's best available right
Yeah.
now, and then maybe get a QB later or maybe just I don't know. I think
Well, they
QB,
got Sam House. I don't think they're going to draft.
Yeah,
a
no, definitely
quarterback.
not.
Okay, true, fair enough. I have them getting because he's in my mock draft he's fallen, but Latu stays on the West Coast
It's
to the Seahawks.
Seahawks. Okay.
Yeah, I think if he falls to them, I think they're taking the best available player. They have McDonald, the Ravens defensive coordinator, as their head coach now. I think he would there's no way he passes up on him if he's available. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Yeah.
I could see that happening. Jaguars. Honestly, the Jaguars were an interesting team because I don't know, they're like a decent team, but they underperformed last year. I think a lot of that. With that being said, this is a good offensive line class. I have Fuaga still.
Yep.
Yeah, still available, and I have them getting him. I think their offensive line wasn't as good last year, and they don't need this is another team that has really good weapons. Evan Ingram, Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne is a top running back in the league.
Yeah.
I think their defense is really good. Where I think beefing up the offensive line, I think that's a good pick for them. How about y'all? What do y'all have for the Jaguars?
I got Cooper DeJean go in there. Give
Ooh, okay.
I think he's the most versatile DB in this class.
Mm-hmm.
I think he can play safety, he can play slot, he can play outside.
I think he's really not underrated because he had a really good pro day. I think he's gonna be a really good player. Honestly.
Like I said, he's just so versatile. They need secondary help all over.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really have. I think they might have got. I think they signed one. I don't know. I don't have my free agency list up. What people did, but I think they maybe got one DB, but they need another one. Give Josh Allen some time to actually rush the passer, and that man is going to get you sacks and pressures.
That's true.
That man is not the quarterback, the edge. That man is a monster.
The better
He-
Josh Allen.
Honestly,
That man is a monster.
he's a beast.
Wait,
He's a
who do you
beast.
have again?
What, the Jags?
Yeah.
DeJean.
Cooper DeJean.
Oh.
I just think they need a DB. and yeah, I think he's the best one. I think after these top three, so I think it's what is it? I think it's Quinion and Terrion Arnold in like a tier. And I think Cooper Jean's in his own tier, but I think Nate Wiggins and Poole are
I
in the
just
next
don't
tier.
think I want Cooper DeJean to be a safety.
Really.
They're all trying to change him to a DB. It's because of yeah. He's a safety.
I think he can do everything. I think he can play slot. Like, even if slot is now so valuable. And seeing a lot of safeties
Yeah.
play slot is now like way more valuable than it used to be. Like a slot corner is like the hardest position to play in the NFL
Yeah.
at this
And
point.
and he's just like a good like
He's a-
weapon because like
He's a dude.
he's a guy that like you said he is versatile where it's like if you fill safety up he can then switch the cornerback or slot. If you
Yeah.
fill the corner he could be the safety. Like he's a very like valuable player.
Yeah.
I think. Sean, who do you have the Jaguars getting?
Mims, the offensive tackle from Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay.
They need line help.
I think that's a bit of a I don't say a reach, but like I know like his value compared to other players. I don't know.
Well, I think the Jags would take Hutanu if the Dolphins don't.
Oh, okay, that's valid. Okay. Fair
Yeah, oh,
enough.
for sure.
So I think it's like the next available tackle.
Fair enough. Bengals. I think the Bengals is an interesting team. I
I think this board was really bad for them. I think that a lot of the players they would have taken are gone.
Yeah.
I agree with that. That's why. So this is banking on T. Higgins not staying, but I could see them getting another LSU wide receiver and Brian Thomas.
At
18?
At
That's a little
18.
rich.
That is crazy.
I don't know. I think Brian Thomas is like that. I think 18.
Like that, like the Future song?
Oh my.
Alright.
If you like that.
Okay, but
All right.
Shout out Future. I know
I
you're
think-
watching.
They're
Bengals, T. Higgins, and 18 to go up to 8 and get Rome would be interesting. And
She roll on my
But whatever.
Ooh, actually no. Like if they're willing to trade T. Higgins,
T,
I didn't even think about
T,
that.
T up to 8. T to get up to 8 plus a second round pick.
Ooh.
And they get like another wide receiver. That'd actually be a really good move.
We get Rome. That just came to me.
Yeah.
I actually am kind of.
I could see that
I'm low key wishing I put that in my mock now, but it's okay.
I could see that being like a draft day trade.
Mhm.
That'd be crazy. Wow, that's cool. I like
Wow.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So who do you have them getting though?
So I haven't picked J.C. Latham. I have Latham over Mims. I think Mims has the highest potential outside of like Joe Alt in this class. I think Mims probably has the highest some of the highest potential in this class. Just 'cause he's an athletic freak. Like, that man was built and allowed to play offensive tackle in the NFL.
Yeah,
It's just he's very underdeveloped and he uses his size a lot right now. So I do have him going like only a couple picks later. But I think just right now Latham is more developed,
yeah.
and the Bengals need more developed because Joe Burrow is there and needs to win now.
I
True,
think
true.
we are at a crossroads.
Oh,
You picked the wide receiver. You picked offensive tackle. I picked the first defensive tackle off the board in Johnny Newton.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Hey, you're not far ahead. You're not far ahead of me.
I
so-
want the
Yeah, same.
Bengals to finally actually
Oh wait, because
play defense.
DJ Reader's DJ Reader's gone. Oh wait, no, you're right. I forgot DJ Reader's gone.
Oh,
I,
he is. I didn't know that.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, no,
like,
okay.
see the Bengals is like a wild card pick. Like honestly, like there at this point, there's a lot of like still good players left, but not like someone who's like really fills their number one need. Where I feel like they can go a lot of directions. It's kind of like best available, low key.
No,
They're gonna be an interesting team.
I forgot about DJ Reader being gone, and I think if I remember that, I would have picked Johnny Newton.
Oh really? Okay.
So,
Solid picks. I have Johnny Newton going next
I
to
also
the Rams
this is my favorite. This is
To the
my favorite. This is one of my
Rams.
favorite fits in the entire draft.
because I think replacing Aaron Donald.
No, you don't
Yeah.
replace Aaron Donald.
Oh
Alright,
shoot! I forgot all about. Oh dude. I
Oh,
would have
did
that
we both just have forgetful moments?
Yeah, I forgot that the
Not
best defensive
not
tackle
replacing
was-
him though, but like like filling in that void.
I mean, it's
now.
no exactly. So I think if I remembered about DJ Reader being gone, I would have drafted Johnny Newton there, then Murphy at 19. But I just completely
Oh,
forgot.
okay.
So
Ah. Okay. Well, I didn't. I would have Murphy at 19 if I realized
Yeah.
that. But I don't. But I do have line help with Jared Verse going to.
Oh, you still have Jared
Alright.
Verse available. Okay.
oh,
yeah.
so do I. So he's
Oh,
still on
really?
my board. Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
There's not a lot of teams that like edge is like their primary.
Mhm.
I think
what they
later
need.
in the draft. Yeah,
Yeah.
there is, but yeah, no, I know what you mean. Interesting. Okay. The Steelers. I think the Steelers are an interesting team. I
Please
think,
tell me you didn't have like Michael Penix going at 20.
No, not again.
Okay.
No,
Oh
no, no,
man.
no.
Whew.
No.
Okay,
I
okay.
think the Steelers. I mean, why would I have them going Michael Penix now, Justin Fields, and Russell Wilson on the
You
roster?
had the Broncos getting Bo Nix at 12.
Facts.
All right, y'all are annoying. But
Anything
anyways,
can happen with you.
no, I have the Steelers getting Fatanu.
He's still on your board? You didn't draft him yet?
He's there at 20.
Yeah.
I thought you said
Yes.
the Jags were taking Furtado at 17 if he was
No,
on
I
your
have
board.
Fuaga.
Fuaga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I have him still available.
That's crazy.
I think that the Steelers definitely value offensive line like throughout the years. Like they've always been like a team that has really strong like with Villanueva.
Not the last couple of years. They've been trash.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
why.
so-
That's why I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna pick an offensive lineman here. They got 2 new QBs. They want to protect them. I think that's the move for them.
I mean, yeah, I have very similar mindset. I don't know. If I went my next tackle on the board, I went with Mims here.
Okay.
He just seems like a Mike Tomlin kind of guy. Like I don't know how else to kind of describe it. He just seems like a Mike Tomlin kind of player. And like the little bit I've heard about him, I don't know. I think so. It just seems like a cultural fit.
Fair enough.
I went with JC Latham.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we all got offensive linemen, offensive tackles.
Yeah.
So
They need it.
yeah, no, 100%.
You gotta protect Russ.
protect the
And-
boy Russ.
What's his name?
Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next year.
That's crazy.
He's
I
a
think the
forgetful guy.
Dolphins. You don't have the Dolphins here. You have someone else.
Seahawks.
I have the Dolphins getting Byron Murphy. I think losing Christian Wilkins. They need to
Sign
beef up
someone to
the
replace
D
him.
line.
Oh shoot! I forgot they have Kristen Wilkinson.
Yeah, so I think them just beefing up there because like in my draft, I have a lot of the good pass rushers already gone. The next one on my list is like Chop Robinson, but I don't think he's like.
Yeah,
I don't think you
that
pick him
early.
with 21. So I could see that. I think Byron
So,
Murphy's
wait.
really good.
Byron Murphy.
Yeah.
That's what I went with.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. If
Mine's to the
Murphy's-
Seahawks though.
So Seahawks. I could still see that though. Like the Seahawks getting a pass.
So I have Byron Murphy on my board here, and I don't know why I didn't have this. I think Jared Verse is still on my board, and I think Jared Verse is too good of a prospect. Like I think he's better than Byron Murphy relatively, like for value.
No, that's fair.
And although they did lose Christian Wilkins, I think Jared Verse has the potential to be like a top 10 edge rusher in the NFL. And when you have a chance to get a guy who can be a top 10 edge rusher, you take him.
No, and
Like,
also
I think in my mock, I think someone would have traded up for Jared Verse.
Yeah.
I couldn't find a team to do it.
that's fair.
So
And-
I don't think he'd be here, but he's here in my draft.
if he
so.
falls, yeah. And also, I think, him with the Florida State, I think keeping a Florida guy in Florida, like, I feel like teams also look at that, if he's if he's like a local guy, like, and he's good, like, you're gonna try and take him.
That's why I'm pretty sure they drafted Sam Howell instead of Matt Corral,
Oh boy.
a hometown hero.
Both those guys are like not even gonna be in the league,
Bryce Young's shouldn't be in the league.
dude.
If I'm taller than a QB,
You're not taller than the QB.
That's good.
He's listed as 5'10". That means he's probably 5'8". You know how they do that.
I don't know how to do that. How do you?
That
know?
logic is crazy.
That is crazy logic.
On my max preps for soccer, I was listed as like 6 foot, 5'11". I ain't 5'11" or 6 foot. One of those two.
Let's be honest. You weren't on max preps.
Hey, you can check. We can check.
I'm good.
Next podcast episode.
All right, whatever. Eagles.
I bet we have all the same pick here.
Actually, I don't think so because someone already had this guy going.
Oh, what?
I have Cooper DeJean.
Oh, okay, never mind.
To
Yeah,
the
I
Eagles.
didn't think about that. Yeah, I forgot that I picked DeJean early.
Did,
Did you also get DeJean?
white boy in Philly is not.
That's
That's
crazy.
not a cultural fit.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't know. I can see it happening. He's a dog.
He's a dog, but I don't think. I have Nate Wiggins,
I've got Nate
Okay.
Wiggins as well.
Fair enough.
but I'm
Nate
also
Wiggins scares
treating
me.
Cooper DeJean as a safety.
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
treating
yeah,
him as a
that's
DB.
right.
Fair enough.
Nate,
Fair enough.
Nate Wiggins scares me though here because he's small and the Eagles
And he's
already
already
had
injured.
problems. Yeah, he's already injured, and the Eagles already had problems with like tackling and like with their DBs. So they need a DB. They
well-
need a DB.
Yeah, well they
Yeah.
have
Gardner Johnson.
yeah.
They have Aaron Justin back. They have Darius Slay. They have.
Darius Slay's old. He played like
Do they have
trash last
Bradbury
year.
still?
I
think
think
he's
he
gone.
also played like trash last year. So
Yeah.
I don't.
I think
Their
Bradbury's
defense
gone.
fell apart last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, their whole team kind of fell apart. Chargers. Oh no, I have the Chargers 23.
Chargers, Cardinals, and you have someone else. Oh, do you want to trade up here?
The Buffalo Bills have traded up.
That's I actually. You know what? I can see it.
That's
Who
not a
are
bad
they
trade.
jumping though? They jumped the Cowboys.
The Packers. Wait. So who had that pick initially? The Vikings still, for you? No,
Yeah, that should be the Vikings pick, right?
No, it's 23.
Yeah.
the Chargers.
Who had 23 before you traded?
Who is 20? Who is
yeah,
28 now?
Who is 28 now? Buddy.
Dude, it's not that far.
28. Oh, the Vikings.
Okay.
Yeah,
Be-
that's what we
because
said.
because I had the only
Okay.
one pick.
I got you.
Well, I forgot about like
Fair enough. So you have the Bill. Who do you have the Bills getting?
Brian Thomas.
Yeah.
Okay, that's valid.
I got the Cardinals taking Brian Thomas.
Okay, I got the Chargers taking Nate Wiggins
Yeah, no, I think that makes a lot of sense.
because I
You
mean
have the
earlier
Chargers at 23, taking
Nate
Nate
Wiggins.
Wiggins.
because I had them getting Romo Dunze earlier, so it's
Mhm.
like they kind of filled that wide receiver void.
Yep.
So
I mean, yeah, I think that's like a perfect fit. I mean,
'Cause,
it's a perfect need because like their DBs could not do anything.
I think their number one cornerback right now is Asante Samuel Jr.
Who I like Asante
I
Samuel,
do,
but I
but
don't like the rest of their DB room because
Yeah.
they had JC
They J.C. Jackson.
that's it, yeah,
But he's
JC
back
Jackson,
on
and
the-
he did not play well,
Yeah, no, he didn't.
and so I think Nate Wiggins should be good for them.
I think so too. Cowboys. This is where I have, like I said, kind of some of the Steelers. Like, when you think Cowboys, you think like known for their O line as well.
Mhm.
They just lost Tyron Smith. I have Amarius Mims still on the board. I have him going to the Cowboys.
What do you got?
I have them getting their new starting center in Barton.
Wow.
Dang.
Okay.
I think that's a bit of a reach, but fair enough.
It's really not.
I don't think it's a reach. Because I
He's
may
a
or may not have
runner.
him going my next pick.
Okay.
But I have the Cowboys taking Tyler Guyton, absolute just freak athlete, not really refined as a tackle. However, if anyone can develop a tackle in the NFL, it is the Cowboys. Which
That's
I
true.
hate to say. I hate this pick. Like, I hate the fact that I gave him Tyler Guyton because he scares me. Because I think
Fair enough.
if you can go from Tyron Smith to Tyler Guyton, you can develop Tyler Guyton,
Yeah.
and you can get another 5 years of just elite tackle play.
Just like
It's
dominance
crazy.
on the offensive line. Yeah. No.
So, but yeah, I think we all had pretty similar, just like offensive line, like rebeefing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
100%. Packers. Packers are an interesting pick.
I mean, I already spoiled my pick.
You did. Yeah. You
I
said.
got Graham Barton here because I think he was he Shrine Bowl or was he Senior Bowl? I can't remember. I just remember hearing an interview and hearing that he loves to play all three positions on the interior,
Mhm.
and so like, he can play center, he can play both sides on guard,
Mhm.
and he knows the game like backwards and forwards, and so like it just I don't know. I think.
What about when he goes left or right?
When he goes left or right?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Sean, who do you have the Packers getting?
Cooper DeJean.
Cooper Jean. Okay.
That's
See,
a
okay.
very common mock.
That's actually really good because like especially if you see him as a safety because I mean
The Packers are like, there's another team in the 12 to 15 that needed a safety, but I don't think you pulled the trigger on
No,
Cooper
I agree with
DeJean
that.
early.
I have them and I'm still like I think the Packers are an interesting team with like their pick here. I have them honestly because I have them getting Kool-Aid McKinstry because I don't know why but like Clinton Dix, Kool-Aid McKinstry it just seems like a crazy name. Like they both went for that. But also like I mean they have Jair Alexander and they have Eric Stokes, but I feel like getting three really good cornerbacks. I don't know, I feel like they've always had a good secondary, so
Wait, you
I
took
guess-
Nate Wiggins? Or no,
no,
okay,
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Can Kool-Aid play in the slot? Because if he can, I like that.
I think
Kool-Aid.
honestly I'm not 100% sure.
I like Kool-Aid.
Like I said, I mean I literally just did this like right before this. But no, I
That's
think
why
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
co-host.
Yeah, what can I say?
Honestly, I probably put in the same amount of effort. I just made it 2 days.
I watched you trying to trade for like literally 30 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Just trying to make one
It
trade.
finally worked.
'Cause I don't want Drake May to the Patriots.
It's gonna happen.
Hoping
I
so hard.
finally made it happen after trading away like 20 picks.
Jeez.
Man is coping so hard.
Yeah, for real. Cody before it even happens. The draft's coming up actually. Wait, today's the
We
14th.
got 12 days
Let's
till
go.
that first
I'm
round,
excited.
baby.
I'm
12 days.
I don't want to wish those days away, bro. 12 days.
That's crazy. All right.
That's after last day of class, right?
Yeah, but I got finals. Those
Well
finals
done.
suck.
Yeah. The Bucks are next. I got the Bucks getting Chop.
Mm-hmm.
How I like my salad. Chop.
All right. Anyways, who do you have? You don't even have the Buccaneers here, do you?
No, I have
Oh, you
the
do?
Bucks getting chopped.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We're on the same page.
I mean,
Wow.
I think they can develop edges, and
Wow.
I think Chop is an edge that needs to be
Yeah.
developed. And once he is, he's a freak of nature.
Yeah, and they just lost Shaq,
Barrett, yep.
so I think that's a good like replacement. Cardinals are next because they had the Texans pick from last year.
I have the Cardinals in this. Do you have the Cardinals? Okay.
Yeah, me too. Okay,
I got Kool-Aid going here.
Yeah.
I like that.
I got them taking another defensive lineman. So they got so far this draft they've gotten Dallas Turner, and now they're gonna get Byron Murphy,
That's okay. That's good. I like that.
and like that just and also Brian Thomas Jr. in my draft. So it's like that haul Dallas Turner.
That'd be a crazy.
Like if they got all three of those players.
Wait, you haven't
Yeah.
getting Brian Thomas?
Yeah,
like,
because
at
he
23,
traded.
at
He
23.
traded back. He didn't take Marv.
At 20, I didn't trade. I didn't take Marv.
Oh.
So then they get Dallas Turner, Brian Thomas, and Byron Murphy. Like
You got me in Dallas Turner like in the second round?
no, Dallas Turner's 11. Because they trade back.
He
He doesn't
doesn't
11
have-
and 23. I don't have him taking Marv.
Oh, I'm stupid.
There we
Okay,
go.
I get what you're
Yeah,
saying. I
yeah,
get
so
what
I
you're
think
saying.
that-
So they have 3 first-round draft picks in yours.
Mhm.
Dang.
That haul
would
is
be-
that
in
would
this
be
class.
crazy.
And
haul.
like I said, like earlier, like I could see them doing it because they're general manager. Like last year, he did the same thing, like trading back, getting a lot of things for Williams.
They have a lot of picks this year and next.
Yeah,
Mhm.
dang, that's a really good haul.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't know if this is gonna happen. I kind of forgot this guy doing my mock, so he probably should have been earlier. But I have J.C. Latham going here.
Mhm.
Latham?
Yeah, I mean,
Latham?
if he's on the board,
I imagine he'll be taken.
Yeah, me
But,
too.
like,
but I
if
think
he's there,
If
he
he's on
goes.
the board,
yeah.
yeah.
you take him, protect Kyler.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Bills here. You have the Bills. You traded.
I have the Vikings.
You
because
did
they
so
only
many
traded-
trades. But who do you have the Vikings getting then?
Well, this is if they keep their second.
First
Who
round
would?
pick.
Yeah, who would be?
Would
it
it
be
the
the
Chargers?
The
Oh,
Chargers.
Chargers. Yeah, for you, yours would be the Chargers. So
Okay.
Give me a Chargers pick
All right.
and give me a.
No, I'll do the same for both because I would have them both taking. Mitchell, Adonai Mitchell from Texas.
Yeah.
I could see both of them taking it because I don't know if Justin Jefferson.
You think the Vikings?
Stay,
What about Jordan Addison though?
but Jordan Addison and Mitchell aren't the same.
Yeah,
Vikings.
but you think Justin Jefferson's gonna leave?
If they draft J.J. McCarthy, that dude's on the first plane out of Minnesota.
Okay, you like I said, you bring your emotions way too much into this.
If they draft JJ McCarthy, they are going to get at least 3 first round picks for Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
I think he's worth 3 first round picks
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
to some team, not to me.
Yeah,
I
no,
think I think I'd go 2, not 3.
I do like Mitchell going to the Chargers. Like, I believe you'll have to give both of those picks up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think the Chargers would be at 28, and I like Mitchell or Xavier Worthy. Probably Mitchell.
I like Mitchell more of the Chargers.
Mhm.
I think. Who'd you have? Who'd you have the Chargers taking with the 11?
Fashanu.
Sean, okay.
Okay. Who do you have the Bills taking?
Bills.
me.
I've got AD Mitchell, next pick.
So
I think
do I.
he has X potential or like number 1 receiver potential.
Mhm.
For some reason, apparently, like I don't know. I obviously, like we should probably preface it. None of us have access to film and to watch film.
Yeah.
Like we can watch
yeah.
game day, but we can't like actually go watch film. So from what people have said on film, there's some downs where he just shows up, and he looks like a top 3 receiver or top 4
Yeah.
receiver in this class, or like the number 4 receiver in this class. But then there are other downs where he just doesn't, and like it does make sense because I haven't seen
Mhm.
it. But then so I don't. know.
And I mean, I think we can also the Bills need a replacement. for
Yeah, oh my gosh,
Stephon
yes,
Diggs.
yeah.
They
So,
don't
Like, their
have
their
a
wide receiver room is like probably the worst in
Gabe
the
Davis is
NFL
gone.
currently.
Stephon Diggs is gone.
Who's their number one guy?
Stephon
Is
Diggs
there,
to
is
the
their number one guy
Texans.
Khalil Shakir?
Yeah, Khalil Shakir's number 1. Who I think is
That-
good. I think Khalil
wait,
Shakir is
in-
good too. I like Khalil Shakir too, but not a 1.
I think he's a good.
I mean-
3. I don't believe in him. I also don't like Gabe Davis.
Well, he's gone, so it doesn't matter.
He's on
Yeah,
the Jaguars.
I don't think that was good.
All right.
by the Jags.
So this is where I got a little bit of difference.
I have a
wait,
trade.
So do I.
I have a trade.
Who initially has the 29th pick?
I don't know.
Lions.
Oh, the Lions.
Yeah.
So who do you have the Lions getting?
I have the Lions taking Kool-Aid here. I think they need a little bit of quarterback
Ooh.
help.
That'd be cool, actually.
Kool-Aid to the Lions.
I don't know if he's a Dan Campbell player, because obviously I can't interview him, and I need to do a little more research. Like
Have you tried
Dan
interviewing
Campbell only takes Dan Campbell players. Like,
Fair enough.
but like I think if he's a culture fit, I think Kool-Aid's gonna go here because they need some kind of DB.
I could see that. My 29. I have the Rams trading up and getting Michael Penix.
The Rams getting Pettit. What do you what?
Big Penix energy.
Yeah, I can see it happening.
There's no way. Why?
What do you mean? Why? Sit behind Matthew Stafford for a year?
But I feel like you don't have to trade up. What do we know? What pick they have for the second round?
They don't have a pick till like the 50th.
So they have to trade, unless they want Radler in the third.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
So I mean,
Post or
I could
Radler
see them
in the
trading up earlier. Like some things I've heard as well is that like the Panthers' 33rd pick, like being the top of the second round, is like a big potential for a trade up. So I could see them like not trading with the Lions, maybe trading up earlier in the second round. But I just wanted to like mix things up a little bit.
They just gotta be before the Raiders and Broncos.
So I think one of those 3 teams is gonna trade up and pick Michael Penix.
Rams.
Because remember, I have Bo Nix already taken.
I forgot about that.
What's your trade?
The Broncos picking Bo Nix.
Okay, so we both have
At
the Bron-
29.
Yeah.
Getting that 5th year.
Because like I said, I do think
Yeah.
Penix is better than Bo Nix, but I think the Broncos wouldn't pick
And
Penix.
I feel like what the Lions need isn't necessary. Like you have to start reaching for players because I have Kool-Aid already gone.
Also, like they're
So
such
like
a,
if you drop back and get multiple like 2 picks, then like
and they're a good team where like just get more good players later on. You know,
mhm.
I mean, if Kool-Aid's available though,
Mhm.
that's a great pick.
Yeah.
The Ravens is next. The Ravens are these last three, mainly the Ravens and the Chiefs are interesting.
I think I'll admit it. I think I reached my pick.
I think I did as well.
For the Ravens,
Who do you have?
Yeah,
Who did you have?
I picked Keon Coleman.
So did I.
I didn't.
He's such I don't know. I see you have Xavier Worthy, right, Sean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think Xavier Worthy is too similar to the receivers they already have in the room.
That's what I was thinking the same exact thing.
And
Yeah.
so I went with Keon Coleman just to give them some kind of contrast. The guy who can go up and get a ball.
hmm
And so I think I feel like it's a reach. I would like to trade down maybe like 10 picks here, but
So they may trade down then.
So
I didn't think about that, but no, I think I agree. I have the same thing because I was thinking Xavier Worthy because I think Xavier Worthy is a first round talent, but I just don't think the Ravens need him because they have Zay Flowers. Who else do they have? They don't have OBJ.
Dupree.
Who?
Or what's his?
Duvernay,
well, I mean they
Yeah.
have Mark Andrews.
and then Mark Andrews. So it's like no, but like Keelan Coleman, I could see that. Like
I
he
think
seems like
he
a
fits
type.
well in that room.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. So we're on the same page with wide receiver. Like they're definitely a good wide receiver. The Niners, I have them getting Graham Barton. Really good center on the board.
Mhm.
I think they're just beefing up the O line.
I mean,
I don't think they have any other major need. Honestly, they're a really good team.
I went pretty much the same route as you. I went JPJ. He's like Jackson Powers Johnson.
Mm,
Like with
yeah.
the idea that I think similar to Graham Barton, he can play all three in the interior because they need it. They need all of it because outside of Trent Williams, that offensive line was trash last year. So, I think I completely agree with that.
I will say though, I've seen like reports possibly Brandon Ayuk not re-signing with the like if a deal happens like between now and the draft or maybe they do a trade package with Brandon Ayuk, I could see them getting a wide maybe
They could
getting
get
Xavier Worthy.
Xavier Worthy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Xavier Worthy with Kyle Shanahan would be disgusting.
Yeah, so I could see something like that. How about you, Sean? What do you have the
I
Niners doing?
got offensive line help. I'm not opposed to your guy Powers, but I had them taking Tyler Guyton.
I think Guyton works as well.
I mean we all agree they need. They're a really good team, and
Just being you
they
can
just need some more.
beefing up your
offensive
O line. Like,
You can
is
never go
a
wrong
bad
with
thing.
that.
Yeah, exactly. All right, last pick of the first round. Who y'all got to the Chiefs?
Did you have another trade and like have like Spencer Rattler getting taken?
No way.
No, I'm playing.
Yeah,
That
just
would be
say.
crazy. No, I have the Chiefs getting Spencer Rattler. No trade. No, I'm
There's
joking. No, I have the Chiefs getting Xavier Worthy.
Okay.
Same here. And I saw yours.
I have Keon Coleman.
Okay, so we like flip flop.
Yeah.
But no, I think Xavier like getting another Tyreek Hill type guy for Mahomes. I just think if he
No.
falls, there's no way they don't pick him. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to see
Xavier
that.
Worthy is not a Tyreek Hill type guy.
I mean, but he's got that
There is
speed.
no one that is a Tyreek Hill type guy. That Tyreek Hill is like ridiculously refined at the speed. Like at the speed that he runs, that man could be a 1 even if he wasn't as fast as he was. Xavier Worthy doesn't have as many. We're also saying this from the perspective knowing that we couldn't do this. Like
Hey, bro, my 40 time was crazy back in high
Yeah,
school.
okay, buddy. But
Yeah,
it's like
max preps.
I hope it's not under. It was bad. It's like a 5.4.
oh, babe, I wonder what I'd run. Today. I wonder what I would run. I think I could do a sub 540.
I would hope I could do a sub 5.
I don't think I could.
We should try it out sometime.
I'm
They have the practice field over there.
That's true.
The,
We could do
Banfield
that.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a great mock.
Yeah.
Like you said, like we might do a live as we get closer to the draft.
I
That'd
think
be
a
pretty
live
cool.
would be so much fun.
You know?
Because we had so many ideas. I don't know. That would probably just be like we could low-key live stream it and do make it like a couple of hours or something.
No, that'd be a fun time. This ended up being a little over an hour, I think. So, actually, wait, is my computer dead? No, we're good. Cool. Yeah, we're at an hour right now. So, no, that was fun. I like that. And like you said, like we had a lot of good ideas that like we just didn't do because obviously we already did it. So doing it live would be
Yeah.
Would
And
be
we could
cool.
like look at potential like trades.
like
Yeah.
crazy trades. Like it doesn't need to be realistic.
Yeah.
We could do like something wild.
I mean, I
'Cause
think
Cause like the Bills trading up to get neighbors, I'm not opposed to that.
I think it's a crazy idea, but if we can get something, I think
also
I'll
really,
have to look at.
I
Like,
really liked what you
trade
said, or
packages.
someone said about like the Bengals trading up with T
Mhm.
Higgins. Like I could see that
Yeah.
happening. Like
Yep.
T. Higgins already wants out of there.
T. Higgins. I mean, to the
But he wants
Falcons,
to be
man.
he wants to be a wide receiver 1.
And to
Yeah.
the Falcons, he would be a 1. I think he's a 1 over Drake London.
That'd be wild.
But I think they're also a 1A, 1B, which he might not like.
Maybe
That's the thing.
T. Higgins.
He wants
wait,
to be like
T. Higgins to the Giants, and then
who's
No, I don't
who's
want
throwing
to
to
pay.
him,
We
bro?
don't have time to pay. Like we want
That's
someone
fair.
we can keep for 5 years on a cheap contract, and once we draft our next quarterback.
that's fair. That's fair.
So
Hey, thanks for tuning in, y'all.
To the special
To
episode.
thanks for having me
Special.
on.
Hey,
I had
yeah.
a blast. I love talking sports. I'm
Hey,
glad to
I'm
come on
glad.
literally
Well,
anytime. So,
we'll definitely do more content in the future, so it'll be good. It'll be
Sweet.
good.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Like always, keep standing on sports. See y'all.
Adios.